Let's spend the day at Epic Universe. Hey everyone, I'm back at Epic Universe today for another fun-filled day. I'm so excited to be back. When I came for the first preview day, I loved it so much, I ended up buying a ticket for another day. So today I'm actually coming in with a game plan. I'm going to try to do the 3 rides that I didn't get to do last time, which is Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, Monsters Unchained, and Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. So those are the 3 rides I'm planning on doing, as well as any other rides I can get on. And I am also planning on getting some new foods today, some new drinks, and just continuing to explore this absolutely beautiful park. So it is about 10:35 right now. I'm going to try to get into the 11 o'clock virtual queue drop for Battle of the Ministry, and then based on if I can get into that and what time, that will dictate what I do first. So I'm gonna hang out here because I can't get into the park quite yet because I'm not a hotel guest, but then we will see what we're up to today. So I was able to get a virtual queue for Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry for 3:30, which is slightly later than I would have liked, but I'm just glad that I got one. And now I'm heading over to Dark Universe to do Monsters Unchained. It's currently a 45-minute wait, but given that that's one of 3 rides I haven't done yet, and I'm prioritizing those, and Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is delayed, this is my, well, only option of the rides I haven't done yet. So I'm heading into Dark Universe to start the day. All right, I'm so excited to be starting my day here. I do love this portal. I love it more at night, but it's beautiful any time of the day, so let's head in now. All right, so Monsters Unchained, a Frankenstein experiment takes place in Frankenstein Manor. I have not seen any footage of this because, again, I was trying to avoid spoilers, and I tried to avoid them even for rides I didn't do in the time I haven't been here. But I do know that this is very similar ride technology to the ride inside Hogwarts at Universal Islands of Adventure. So it went up to a 60-minute wait. They're routing us around, so I am gonna just kind of suck it up and get in line. Because again, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is down. If Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge comes back up, I will head over that way, but let's get in line for this. Just did Monsters Unchained, and oh my gosh, is that ride fun. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. Still not a huge fan of inversions. Don't know why I do Rock and Roller Coaster all the time. But I think it's because I know what to expect. So I'm a little more nervous when I don't know what to expect, but I knew that I've done Forbidden Journey, so I knew that I could handle this one, and my face the entire time, you guys, was this. It was so cool in there. All of the monster animatronics are amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend that one. It was about 25 minutes to the first pre-show room, and then like another 15 to do the 2 pre-shows, deal with the lockers, and then the line to the vehicles. So all in 40 minutes for the posted 60, which is not bad. I have been checking to see if I can edit my virtual queue time because it's still showing available, but it keeps just giving me the same time. So I don't think I'm gonna mess with that because 3:30 is in 3.5 hours. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is still down, which is a bummer. So now I'm heading over to Isle of Berk for some lunch because I have heard some amazing things about some mac and cheese cones, and I would like to get one. So that's where I'm heading. This truly might be my favorite portal. I love it so much. I mean, look at this land. I'm obsessed. So this is the PB&J cone, which is pulled pork, peanut bacon jam on top of mac and cheese in a bread cone. I've heard amazing things about all of the cones, but this one spoke to me. I mean, it's good. I've seen a lot of hype about it, and well, it's really good. I don't know if it deserves as much hype. I don't know. Like, I feel like I expected more because of how much hype I've seen in the short time that people have been able to get this. Maybe eating it with so many seeds. Maybe eating it like this.
So something came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bread is delicious. but it's good. It's better than average theme park food. The pulled pork is cooked perfectly. Some nice barbecue flavor, but not over the top. Maybe that's why I want it more. Maybe that's what like I feel like is missing. I feel like I want more barbecue. But again, the pork is cooked well. It's nice and tender, nice flavor. I was worried that it was just on top and that the rest of the cone would just be mac and cheese. That's definitely not the case. I guess I wanted more. It's definitely better than average theme park food and more unique theme park food, so there's that at least, but I'm not as wild as I expected to be. So, it's delicious, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna finish it, but not as good as the hype made it seem. Okay, so while I was eating, I was checking wait times, and it looks like Mario Kart Bowser's challenge is back up. When I was eating, it said it was a posted 25. I don't know how much I trust that, because I know that everyone who's been wanting to ride it will likely head over there. So I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit more by the time I get over there. But again, this is one of the last now 2 rides that I have to do. I have the virtual queue for Battle at the Ministry, so this is the only standby line that I need to wait in today. Anything else is just bonus, fun rides I've done before. The only 2 rides that I won't do are Fire Drill, which is currently down anyways, because I do not like getting wet at theme parks, and Stardust Racers because I am still getting used to coasters with inversions, and my parents are actually coming in November, which is still months and months away, but I'm going to go on it then with my dad because he will kindly bully me into it, which is what I need. So those 2 rides are not happening yet, but here we are. Super Nintendo World, let's go in. Just got off of Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. I was correct. By the time I got over there, it had gone up from 25 to 60. I did hop in the single rider line because sometimes it can be shorter, sometimes not. It was about 65 minutes in the single rider line. So I don't know if I would ever recommend getting the single rider line for that. The configuration for the seats are 2x2, so that is a really tough configuration for single rider to work well. So I probably would have preferred getting in the standby. I overheard some people talking because there were some groups ahead of me in the single rider line that were getting a little frustrated about how long it was taking. They thought that it was that would be an expedited wait. That is never guaranteed with single rider. And it seemed like the regular standby wasn't even 60, so I probably would have been better off getting in the standby, but at least now you guys know not to do the single rider and that just getting in the regular standby might actually end up being faster. That ride was super cute though. The other thing that I probably would have gotten out of getting in the standby is better instructions. I knew a little bit just from seeing some videos, but I had no clue what I was supposed to be hitting. I thought that the shells were unlimited, and it seemed like at some points my shells weren't working, so I had no clue what I was doing. I still was the best in my vehicle, and all of us got over 100 points, so we did beat Bowser. So I mean, at least we managed that. But I thought it was really great. And now I have about an hour and a half until my virtual queue for Battle of the Ministry. I'm actually heading into the Wizarding World now to grab a beverage, because I have yet to have a beverage today. I had a drink with lunch, but I had an energy drink because I was tired, so I haven't had an adult beverage. So I'm gonna head in there because I really want to check out Bar Moonshine and then just hang out in there until my virtual queue time. And I'm so excited to ride Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. So let's go. All right, I got the Floor 75 from Bar Moonshine, which is London Dry Gin, Elderflower Liqueur, Brut Sparkling Wine, Lemon Juice, Simple Syrup, and a Lemon Spiral. And it comes in this adorable Bar Moonshine souvenir cup. Ooh, that's really good. You get a little bit of gin flavor, but not super overpowering. I'm definitely getting more Brut and more lemon than I am gin. This is really nice, very light, not overly refreshing. I definitely feel like I'll still want like a water or something a little bit more refreshing after this, but very delicious. Bar Moonshine though is a very small little bar. think there were 3 cash registers, and the line does kind of go out because it is a popular location. So just be aware of that you might have to wait a little bit to get into the bar, and they do have a team member standing out front keeping the flow under control and only letting in one group at a time for each cash register that is open. So it might take a little bit, but it is delicious, and I am very glad that I tried this. So now I have about an hour until my virtual queue for Battle at the Ministry. I think once I finish this, I might just ask where they actually scan for the virtual queue, and if I can just go inside the queue and take some pictures of the inside, because obviously I want to show you guys, and my sister, who's a huge Harry Potter fan, wants some pictures and videos as well. So I think that is the plan for now. Depending on how long the queue takes me once I'm in it, I might try to do the Cirque Arcane, which is the show here in the Wizarding World. I know that there's a show at 4:30 and at 5:15, so I will possibly try to get into one of those. If not, that will be my priority when I come back in June. But for now, I'm just going to hang out for a bit, and then we will continue exploring. And after this, I will have done the 3 rides that I didn't get to do my first time here, which is so exciting. Oh my god! Oh. I'm in the Ministry. Oh, the offices. The statue. Okay, let's see if we can see the letters better from here. There you go. Okay. Do you see them? Oh my gosh. They brought it to life. They brought the Ministry of Magic to life. All right, and up here you got Neville, Harry, and Ron's lockers. You guys, it really smells good in here. Oh my god, the cats. Okay, you got cat plates. That's all I'm here for. Okay, so the Battle at the Ministry was absolutely amazing. It's raining. Was absolutely amazing. They were going to open up the queue at 3 o'clock, but then the ride went down, which was a bummer. But it came back up at 3:40, and my virtual queue was for 3:30, so really it was totally fine for me. But oh my god, it's really coming down. But it only took like 20 minutes to get through the virtual queue just because I was like right there in the beginning. So it was absolutely amazing. I did buy the picture because it is iconic that they put you on a daily profit. So had to get that. Absolutely loved that ride. I was going to hop in the Cirque Arcane, which again is the show in the Wizarding World, but the 4:30 show was already full at like 4:20. So I'm not gonna do that today unless I head back over there for the 5:15 show. But that is not something that I'm really super prioritizing, at least today. Maybe that will be something I prioritize in June. I have not looked at wait times whatsoever, but I am heading into Isle of Berk to get a little sweet treat. So first up, I got Stormfly's Catch of the Day, which is cereal crumble under a chocolate mousse fish. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of everything in this first bite. Maybe I had too big of a bite. Okay. That chocolate mousse is amazing. The crumbles of cereal underneath are also tasty and provide like a really nice textural balance. Yeah, I feel like that's like a white chocolate that's dyed orange coating. I don't love it, I don't hate it either though. The mousse is so rich and chocolatey. You definitely have to like chocolate to like this because it is rich. But it's so delicious. And then I also got Gobber's Meat, which is boysenberry, blackcurrant, vanilla, with Grains of Paradise infusion. It looks very much like the Dark Thorn mead over in Dark Universe, so we'll see which one I like better. I might have to do a taste test today because I don't fully remember. This tastes delicious. It might, honestly, it might be the same. It's very fruity. I don't think I've ever had a black currant or a boysenberry, so I can't really differentiate the flavor. But it's very, very, very fruity. It's a little heavy, so maybe more of an evening drink than like a during the day walking around kind of drink, but very delicious nonetheless. Yeah, I'm very happy with this little treat that I got myself. Okay, so I ended up hanging out in Mead Hall for a bit because it started to absolutely downpour. So pretty much all the rides are down right now. They will likely be coming back up shortly because the rain has stopped. I'm gonna wait to see what lines are looking like after they come back up before I decide what I'm gonna do. But right now, I'm trying not to slip on this bridge. Right now, I'm gonna do a little shopping. Actually, maybe see if the Toothless meet and greet line is short. I think that's what I'm gonna do before I go shopping. Okay, the wait time is 65, so I'm gonna go into Toothless Treasures and see what they got for merch. I know what they have for merch. I was here a couple weeks ago, but there's a couple things I wanna grab. Got some merch. I had 2 of the 3 night lights as keychains, and I wanted the 3rd. So I went and got the 3rd. There is like a mystery box with like a little mini figurines that I was hoping I would be able to find back here somewhere. I know that I saw them in the gift shops up front. So worst case scenario, I will get that on my way out this evening. I was kind of hoping to find them back here while I was just meandering around Burke, but it does not look like the rides have come back up yet. So I think I'm just gonna wander a little bit and then decide. I don't really, oh, maybe this gift shop will have some, or have what I'm looking for. So I know exactly what I want. I just don't know where to find it other than the front, so let me check in here since rides are still in a weather delay. Okay, these are what I was looking for. I really obviously want Toothless or the Light Fury because they're my favorites, and it is pure mystery, I think. Although maybe the Toothless one is a different container because you can kind of see how those all look like faces and then Toothless's looks different. I don't know, because I really want one of those too. All right, let's see if I can find it. Okay, so things are starting to come back up from the rain delay. I stepped into Celestial Park to unbox the mystery dragon that I got. You can find that over on TikTok. I will post it there. But it looks like Hiccup Swing Gliders is a 40-minute wait, so I'm gonna head over there and do that because Monsters Unchained is down. That wasn't because of a weather delay, that's indoors, so that's just down. And I think Chris the Werewolf, at least in the app, it was showing that it was still hadn't reopened from the weather delay, so Hiccup Swing Gliders it is. And I'm gonna see if they have the single rider open for it and what that single rider is like, because might as well show you guys, because if it's the same amount of time, I'm waiting the same amount of time anyways. But at least you guys will be able to know. So Hiccup Swing Gliders went up to 60 minutes by the time I got over there. It was 33 minutes to the lockers, and then like another 10 after that to get onto the ride. So a total of like 43 minutes, which given that when I looked at it and headed over here was 40 and then went up to 60, not terrible. And honestly, for that ride, it is worth it in my opinion, for me personally. I don't know if it's worth it for everyone, but I love that ride so much. So for me, that was worth it, especially because everything except for like the carousel was at least like 35, 40 minutes. So let's do a quick wait time check. Harry Potter is obviously still a virtual queue. The carousel is 20. Dragon Racers Rally is 35. Stardust is 45. Yoshi's 45. Hiccup is 60, Mario Kart is 60, Chris the Werewolf is 75, Minecart Madness is 75. Fire Drill's been delayed all day. I don't know what's going on with that. Monsters Unchained is delayed, and that is it. So I honestly don't know what I want to do. Given the humidity, I honestly would like an indoor queue which just kind of leaves me with Minecart Madness and Mario Kart. I don't really want to wait an hour and 75 minutes for either of those. So I'm not hungry, so I don't necessarily want to go and get food. Maybe I'll go to the Burning Blade Tavern and grab a drink, because that's at least inside. Yeah, that sounds like what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I did not end up going to the Burning Blade Tavern because I realized I was there last time and I want to show you guys different things. So I ended up coming over to the Plastered Owl, which is the bar connected to the Oak and Star Tavern. And it's a nice little outdoor bar, so not super humid over here because I'm in the shade. So, and some nice live music going from Celestial Park next to me. So I picked up Rambling Raccoon's Margarita, which is Cuervo Tradicional Reposado Tequila, lime juice, pomegranate syrup, agave syrup, and a lime wheel, but it looks like a lemon wheel. So it might be lemon, but that's fine. I like lemon. So okay, I don't know why sometimes when I am recording drinks, it then picks up the drink as my face, but that was super tart, which I don't mind. I don't mind a tart drink. I don't know why I wasn't really expecting it to be as tart as it is. I guess I don't expect pomegranate to be tart, but it is very good. I think mostly I got foam. I don't taste a lot of tequila, which could be a bad thing. I don't know how much he put in it. I was not watching him make it, but it is very delicious. I very much like this. It's definitely a sipping drink, not from the alcohol level, but from the tartness level. This is definitely not something that I'm gonna be able to like chug before getting on a ride. But yeah, very good. And they do have a bunch of different options here, and it's really nice that you can just do this little walk-up window versus doing the quick service restaurant. But I have heard really great things about the quick service restaurant, and it's a lot of barbecue food. So the bar is really good, so I feel like the food in there is probably really, really good as well. So yeah, I'm going to sit, luxuriate, and enjoy this, and then see what I want to do with the last 2 hours of park time. Because again, everything is a pretty long wait right now, but we will see. All right, so I headed into Super Mario World to just like get some content, some B-roll, some short form content, and Yoshi's Adventure was 15 minutes, ended up being a walk-on. I literally did not stop moving until like the stairs where they kind of have to slow you down to get you in your vehicle. So walked onto that, and that one I did confirm with the cast member, because even though the signs say no filming or photography on the rides, I've seen people say you can, so I confirmed with the cast member, and that is like the one ride that you can film on. So that is why you will see some footage from that ride. Then I got a little sidetracked because I offhandedly told my parents that they opened up preview tickets to the general public. They're gonna be here next week, so we ended up buying tickets for next week. So it turns out I'll be back before the park opens. I'm not gonna do any content that day because that's gonna be showing them around and enjoying a day with the family. So now I'm heading into Dark Universe. I don't think I'm gonna do any rides. Monsters Unleashed is still down, and Curse of the Werewolf is like 75 minutes. I don't really feel like waiting for either of those, but it's kind of gloomy out, so I feel like the pictures in here are gonna look really cool. So just hang in here to enjoy the ambiance for like the end of the night. Well, that is a wrap on yet another fantastic day here at Epic Universe. I feel so incredibly fortunate to be able to come to this park multiple times and just experience how amazing this park truly is. I'm so glad I was able to get all 3 rides that I wanted to do done today. I was able to do Yoshi's Adventure, and I did end up doing Hiccup's Wind Glider one last time at the end of the night because it was a posted 25-minute wait. I only ended up waiting 20, could have been 15, but I wanted to be in the front row to take everything in at night with an unobstructed view of no people in front of me. So highly recommend riding Hiccup's Wind Gliders at night. It is absolutely stunning. But it is officially 9:03, so the park is now closed. I will be back next week. Again, I'm not going to be filming anything because my parents are going to be here and we're just going to be doing some family time, but I likely will be posting on socials, so make sure you're following me there. And also make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and again, my socials are going to be posted in the video description. Night, guys!